Number 18, Corbin Gavian. Number 19, Mason Johnson. Number 27, Price Brian. Number 33, Carter Willingham. The Wildcats manager, Max Hiltebold. They're led by head coach Greg Branch, assistants Cody Hines, Thaddeus Lowry, and Kyle Hay. We'd like to ask for everyone to please stand, remove their caps for the playing of the national anthem.
It is Friday night here in East Texas. We're in Whitehouse, Texas, and we want to thank you for being with us tonight. The Whitehouse Wildcats are hosting the Tyler High Lions, and I'm Keith Whitman. Jason Cavazos is with me tonight, and we are getting things going. He is out in the outfield trying to get a camera working for us, and so we're going to get a good camera going. So I hope that you are going to enjoy tonight's game. It's a good game, district game. Going to Wildcats coming off a great win on Tuesday with a comeback win. They were going down 2-1 at the end of coming in at the top of the seventh. They were done 2-1, and then they came back and won 9-5. Little Dolly Parton there for you, and had a good win there. So having a good night tonight. On the mound for the Wildcats, Jared Beaumont. Behind the plate, Sailor Wilcox for the Wildcats. So it's a good night. Tyler High having some struggles this year on the baseball diamond. We're hoping tonight shows a little bit better. Garcia up to bat. And that's going to be in there for ball one. It's going to be a fly ball out into left field, and that's going to be caught by Ace Vasquez for out number one.
That brings out number 4, Malachi De Leon.
Malachi De Leon is setting up. And sorry, I'm by myself right now, so until we can get this camera fixed. Here's the pitch by Beaumont. And it's going to be low. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike against De Leon. So 1-2 count. And on the outside, looked like a good pitch, but no, says the umpire. And a good hit out into center field, slide and a catch. Great job as Gavin Goetz makes the catch for out number 2. Beautiful, beautiful play by the center fielder. Pena up next.
Sorry about that. Number 23, DeMarcus Pierce.
Excuse me, DeMarcus Pierce next. Pierce waiting on the pitch, and that's going to be hit on and fouled back. 1-1 now the count. Excuse me. Wildcats looking to add on another win. And a good pitch, going to be just below the letters on there, but it's going to be a ball called by the umpire. And a good hit down the left field line. And, oops, third baseman. It's going to get it, going to go foul for a strike, so 2-2. High fly ball out into center field, and Goetz is there again, and he makes the catch. So 1-2-3. Go the Lions, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. Wildcats will be up to bat. We're through half. We'll be right back. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
We are ready to start the bottom of the first inning. Ben Reed is going to start things off. JoJo Adams is on deck for the Wildcats. And there's the first pitch. A good little break on it, but just a bit outside. And that's going to be ball one. That's going to go into the outfield for a base hit. And Reed will get on first base. It'll be the first duck on the pond for the Wildcats. JoJo Adams will be setting up.
Coming to the plate, second baseman, JoJo Adams.
Runner on first. Reed leads off a little bit, and Adams. Steps off and fakes the throw over. Puts Reed back on first. Good crowd for the Wildcats here tonight at the athletic complex. Here's the pitch. Reed tries to go a little bit, kind of fakes it out. And Reed is back in time. Little Huey Lewis in the news action there and gets back in time. And a good hit and run was on. And a base hit out of the center field is going to be bobbled up. And Reed's going to get to third. JoJo Adams is going to go on to second. We got runners in scoring position for the Wildcats. Now designated hitter Maddox Evans is going to step in.
That brings up your DH, Maddox Evans.
You hear that? Go Wildcats. Didn't have to use that joke.
My son is here at the game, and he just yelled out, "Go Wildcats," one of his favorite shows. That's hilarious. Love it. Here's the pitch. And off the tip of the bat by Maddox. Strike one. Looked like it hit his foot, but fortunately it did not. And it's going to be in there for a ball. Wind up in the pitch, and that's going to be high and outside. Ball two. 2-1. Maddox, good hit down to center field and straight to it. But that is going to bring a run in. And the Wildcats get on the board first with a sacrifice fly by Maddox. Here's the pitch for Gavin Goetz. That's going to be in for a strike. And now Goetz finds himself behind him. Now Goats has to be a little careful with this one. He's already behind. And high, says the umpire. And a good hit into the outfield, base hit by Gavin Goats, and that's going to put a runner in again. Goats is going to go for second, and we're going to have a play in, and Goats dives. So 2 runs now off the base hit.
Number 7, Jonathan Orr.
You don't have another chair in the truck anymore. Get up. Get up. When he comes back, I'll just sit here because he's good right here. Get your fingers off the net. Who's net?
Jonathan Orr setting in. High on that pitch. For a ball, got a runner on second. One and one now the count. Here's the pitch, and that one is inside for a ball. That'll make it 2-1. Good little break on it. Looks like it might have gone on the inside corner, but no dice for the Lions, and that'll be 3-1 now the call. And high ball 4. So Orr is going to walk it out and get down to second base, or first base, excuse me. That'll put 2 on. That brings up Caleb Russell. In there for strike. Good pitch, good break on it over the plate for a strike. Makes it 0-2 for Russell. Here's the set and the pitch from the stretch. And a high ball in field. And a couple of them finally call it off. They had to discuss it a little bit. And finally got it done for out number 2. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, now to the plate.
Number 3,
Rodriguez setting up. Runners on first and second for the Wildcats. 2 runs have already come in. Here's the pitch. Good hit out right field center. Oh, it's going to curve a little bit into center and a good catch. And that's going to be out number 3. So we're through the first inning. Wildcats put 2 on the board. We're going to head to a commercial break. We'll be right back to the top of the second inning, and the Lions going to try to come back and get a little on the board. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Glendale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Hitting off the top of the second for the Lions. Number 2. Number 1, Corbin Pena.
Pena up to bat for the Lions. That's going to be a pitch right down what looked like the middle, but it was not. I'm a little off to the side, so not able to see as good as I want to. So ball 1, that one's in there for a ball as well. So quickly, Pena is ahead on the count. We were not able to fix the camera out in the outfield. That one's going to go into center field, and Goetz just wasn't able to get it. He does a good job of kind of stopping and letting it drop in front. Now a base hit for the Lions, and just like that, they've got a runner on first. I want to thank you for watching. Go ahead and chat with us and let us know what's going on in your world. I want to let you know we do appreciate you watching us. We love bringing Wildcat baseball to everyone. Gotta love technology every once in a while. Doesn't let us do what we always want to do sometimes. Here's a pitch by Beaumont. Goes a little high for a ball. And there's a pitch, and it goes for a ball. So it's 2 balls and no strikes. He goes over to check the runner at first. So 2 balls, 1 strike. After that pitch, Beaumont checks the runner over at first and gets back in time is Pena. And a swing on and miss. Now the count is even at 2. to be a good pitch, just wasn't, according to the umpire. That's going to be a ball now, full count. In there for a strike and a strikeout for Beaumont, and that's his first of the ball game.
Now coming to lane number 2, Marcus Carino.
And Carino's coming up. Still a runner on first. And they go to check over the first. Pena stays there. And that one was tipped for a foul tip ball and a strike.
Yeah, on the concrete. Sit down. Crisscross applesauce. Good. Yeah, and you can scoot all the way out. You can sit like that. No, not on the net. But you can lean back.
Once again, checking over at first. And Beaumont looking in again. Runner's going to go, and almost there, almost got him, but not quite able to get it. And swung on and missed for strike 2. So 1 and 2 is the count.
I'll sit here.
And swung on and missed, strike 3, another out, another strikeout. And that makes 2 for Beaumont. Velasquez stepping in. Runner on second. That's Pena for the Lions. Wind picking up just a tad. There's a high hit over the first base side, and Caleb Russell has it, and that's out number 3. 1, 2, 3 again. Nope, I'm sorry, that wasn't 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 go the Lions, and we're gonna head to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go anywhere. No. You can take it off. Hey. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. Doing some family business. Jason's with us.
Yeah, I made it. I made it.
So we tried to do a camera out in the outfield for you guys, and we were not able to do that. So we are stuck with what we got. Sorry about that for you. So we're doing the best we can.
Nice pitch.
Yep. So Ace Vasquez is up to bat. And a good hit. It's going to be back out of play. Now that I got my partner back, I can kind of get things figured out here. Things are crazy when you're by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to catch up and everything, and when you think you have everything okay, that's a good hit. Over the second baseman into right field, and a base hit.
Yeah, he was on.
Just like that, Wildcats have a runner.
Yeah, he was on plane really well with that pitch. Good two-strike approach. I think pitcher for the Lions had a little too much plate on the 0-2 count, but, you know, he'll take it any day.
Yeah. Throw over to first. Almost got him.
Ooh.
Wasn't quite in time, but it was almost there.
I think if that ball is about a foot to the left to where he doesn't have to spin so far, I think he would have had him on that one.
And Felipe Velasquez did a good job of that throw over. And we have a stolen base by Vasquez. So Wilcox takes a look. Squares for a bunt, kinda. I don't know if you call that really a square. Maybe a rhombus.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a dumb joke.
That's one of them good dad jokes.
Yeah.
Got him to chase on that one. Doing a little housekeeping on the paperwork, trying to get caught up here.
Yeah, I think we both are. We're both trying to do the best we can here.
Inside move by the pitcher. Nothing happening there.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of that. They're trying to make sure that these runners don't go, especially after 2 runs came across in the bottom of the first. Velasquez takes a look, steps off, and puts Vasquez back.
Yeah, and Whitehouse historically has been a pretty aggressive team on the bases, so good job by the Lions there to try to keep him close. Pick with the second baseman that time. Nothing happening there.
And here's the pitch by Velasquez. He got that one off. I think he released a little bit early on that one. What do you think?
Yeah, you could tell he kind of rushed his delivery. He wanted to get home quick with that one.
Yeah.
You know, Vasquez is not slow.
No, not at all. Swung on and missed a good pitch. And he had Wilcox just going after that.
Yeah, it looked kind of like an off-speed that kind of slid out of the zone there.
That one's going to be down and low outside. So the count is going to run to even. It's going to look in. And a swing and a miss, and now Velasquez has a strike under him. Or a strikeout, excuse me. And Sailor Wilcox is going to go have a seat. Now it's going to be Ben Reed is going to step back in. He had a base hit back last inning to lead off the ball game.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, just a base hit.
You know, last time I seen him, he was hitting bombs.
Well, that was that home run that still hadn't landed, I don't think.
Yeah, in that cold weather. So, you know, I think Reed's got a little pop in the bat there.
You know, my wife has a nickname for him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'll tell you what it is here in a minute. That one's going to go for a ball. You know, my wife is a huge Sandlot fan.
Uh-huh.
And so she wanted me to give him a nickname of Benny the Jet.
Oh, Benny the Jet.
2-0 the count to the Jet. We're just going to make it. I don't know if these kids, well, they might. They're baseball fans. You can't be a baseball person and not know the Sandlot. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that one is just one you have to watch. That's like a coming-of-age, growing-up movie.
Yep. My son will watch it when he's ready. And I don't know what happened there. Did he get hit by a pitch? I'm kind of confused. Did he? I mean,
I think it was a hitter's count, and I think they'd rather just put him on.
put him on.
And have any bag.
All right. Well, JoJo Adams is going to go.
Oh.
He had a base hit his last time up as well.
Oh, JoJo. Have a bunt triple with his speed.
Yeah, he has that ability. He's a fast young man. In there for a ball. And here's the pitch by Velasquez. That's going to be
that dropped in.
Good pitch. And that kind of pulled the string just a tad on it. So JoJo's ready. Runners at first and second. Only one out for the Wildcats. And that one's going to be just outside for a ball. So it'll be 2-1.
That's a good pitch. Didn't get the call, but it was a good location for that pitch. You definitely don't want to give JoJo anything to barrel up because he is prone to do it.
Right. That one's going to bounce. And not like leave bounce, but like, bounce off the ground. Double entendre.
Da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And that one's going to be fouled back over in the softball field. So that runs up full count for JoJo. Big pitch here for Velasquez. Runner's going to go. And we're going to have a play at first. So they get the runner at first, but both runners advance into scoring position.
Yeah,
It does get 2 outs.
And when you got speed like JoJo Adams has, there was really no even thought of the third baseman,
No.
DeMarcus Pierce, to go anywhere but first. I mean, that's just one thing. This Whitehouse lineup is speedy.
Maddox Evans, he sacrificed fly. He had a sack fly his last one. Now, that's really not possible in this one because they already got 2 outs.
Ooh, that had to miss inside.
Yeah, there's been a couple of pitches, man, that I've looked at and I'm like, what, huh?
You know,
Just
this.
not quite sure. Oh, good hit. That just kind of blobbed a little bit.
Oh no, it hit off the pitcher.
Oh, I didn't see that then.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it hit straight
I thought
off
it was
the
just
pitcher.
a bumper. Sorry. You need to interrupt me on that. I was looking down.
Yeah, it hit off the pitcher, and I really thought Short might have had a play on that. But, my goodness. Felipe Velasquez, he was immediately waving off the coach. It looks like he took it to the head, though. Oof. And he's over there smiling and laughing.
Wow.
He's staying in the game, smiling, laughing. Catcher's got to give him some props.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I was looking down. I was trying to get the camera going, and I didn't look up. That's your job to interrupt me when I'm sounding stupid.
Oh, I'll just correct you after it's done. It's more entertaining.
Well, that's what my wife does. So 2 more runs come across, so it's 4-0, and Velasquez is just going to throw over and make Maddox kind of stay where he is. Goats had a base hit. It went from being a kind of a warmish time to now being very nice. And if you hear a little child screaming "pop pop," that's my son. He's at the ball game with us tonight.
Yeah, I was looking at their lineup. It was kind of throwing me off a little bit. They had 2 right fielders listed. So I'm gonna assume.
I think number 1 Corbin Pena is the left fielder.
Was he the left fielder?
I believe that's who it is.
Okay.
That is what I am guessing.
We'll check it to be sure.
Yeah.
They got to come over here sometime.
And that's a good little breaking ball that gets hit out into right field. And Carino.
That's number 1.
Oh, so I'm wrong. It's Pena's out there.
Pena made the play.
Corbin Pena made the play. And that's out number 3. So we'll have to switch those over as Carino is going to be over in left field. So 2 runs come across, and the Wildcats up 4-0 heading into the 3rd inning. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
If I go to the camera, good job. I was talking and I looked up and the camera wasn't there. I apologize. Duran is up to bat. He fouls the first one back. Here in the top of the 3rd, so he's got his first strike. Jason, we got a really good crowd here for tonight's game. It's a swing and a miss for a strike by Duran.
Yeah, it's a great crowd, and you would expect it because, they got a really good program here, but also the weather is just, this is baseball weather. This is phenomenal.
That's going to go in for the ball, to the dismay of some of the fans. And another breaking ball with a strike, and that's going to be strike number 3 for out number 1. That's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Beaumont doing a good job on those strikeouts. Corday Akins stepping in. In there for a strike.
Thought about bunting on that one.
Yeah.
Seen him kind of square a little bit.
Yeah, he was thinking about it. And they appealed down to the first base side, and no joy.
I had a better view of that one, I think.
Well, they didn't really ask you now, did they?
They did not ask me.
So they're going to go ball. So 1-1 now the count.
But, you know, that's what I do like. I mean, you know, I'm kind of worried about the ABS system they're using for some of the majors. You know, the human element is just part of it.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to say that human element is exceedingly wrong a lot recently. And I don't know if it's just training. I don't know if it's laziness, what the situation is. But I mean, I watched a game the other day, or you know, what's going on. I watched, and this dude, I mean, it was literally a pitch down the middle.
Yeah, I saw that one, I think, what you're talking
and
about.
That brings us back to the top of the lineup, number 3.
I didn't get it. I was like, how do you miss? I mean, I can understand if it was like right off the side but right down the middle. How do you miss a right down the middle? I don't get it. And that one's going to be ball. And you did probably see it.
Yeah, I'll say this, it's tough. And sometimes, you know,
a good hit out in center field. Goetz is going to go back and makes the catch. Goes on, just keeps running to the wall. And he gets it for out number 3. A fantastic catch by Gavin Goetz to end the top of the 3rd. We're going to head down to the bottom. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Lindale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Heading to the bottom of the 3rd, Wildcats. Jonathan Orr is going to lead things off.
Batting for the Wildcats, number 7, Jonathan
Orr, and I didn't write down what he had last time. You weren't over here.
No, I wasn't.
I was busy. We were trying to get the thing going. So Velasquez still on the mound, coming back after the dangerous hit. That's going to go into the left field down the 3rd base line. A beautiful hit. And Orr gets on first base. First pitch, first hit going on. And a runner on the pond. The Wildcats have had 2 runs in each of the first innings. And trying to make quick work and get another one or two across.
Yeah, that was a good piece of hitting. He just stayed back on it, took his time, and then when it came, he exploded on it. And third base for the Lions, Pierce just did not have enough time to get to that ball. He thought he did, but it was on him pretty quick.
Caleb Russell coming in. That was a high ball. That one just got away from him. Every once in a while, you know, I think he's trying to do a good little breaking ball, and he just releases a little bit early on it.
Yeah, and I mean, he's not the largest player in the world, so
No.
sometimes the smaller players do have, especially pitchers, you know, they have a problem with the release on some of those breaking pitches that come out a little early.
That's going to be a fly ball out into right field. And Pena is going to be underneath it, get out number 1. So with a fly out by Russell, Alex Rodriguez will head to the plate. Every time I look over to the Whitehouse side, it's like more people.
Yeah.
It's like they just keep on coming. So Rodriguez stepping in. A runner on first, 1 out. Wildcats up by 4 here in the bottom of the third. That pitch is going to get right over the outside corner for strike 1.
Great pitch.
That was a beautiful pitch.
Oh.
And that was an overthrow on a throw over, and we might have a little play at third.
Oh.
And he's safe underneath. And I think we're going to have a little conversation as
I would, yeah.
I think Coach is going to come out for.
I think Coach Gibson's going to call,
Yeah.
ask him to get a second opinion on that.
And I couldn't tell from here. I mean, he could have gone underneath, but
Man, I mean, if I were to give you my honest opinion from what I saw it, I mean, it looked out.
unless he just didn't get the tag down. He had the ball was there.
Unless
Did he get the tag down? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is,
And the coach might have, I mean, he must have got the answer he wanted.
you know, that tells me that it must have the tag must have been off to the side or something
Yeah.
because, you know, the tag was down, or it just
Or it was high.
It was
It was high up on his body. He didn't get it down on the you know, a lot of times, yeah, his tag was there, but if the foot is on the base and you tag him on the chest, you're not going to get the
Yeah.
you know. So that's why you always tell your players you got to tag them on the foot or on the leg. Down
sometimes
low.
or you get it in your head, you're tagging that right leg. I'm gonna get the right leg because he's sweeping in that way, and then they bring the right leg up, but then the left leg stays down and reaches the bag.
And a high fly ball left field. It is
Gone.
out of here. Home run. Alex Rodriguez puts it over the left field wall. 2 runs come across and put the Wildcats up 6-0.
I'm all about the natural music.
Oh yeah, that's got it. Well, that
just-
takes me back to the.
I just don't want to see any lights exploding.
It just takes me back to the Rangers. Watching the Rangers, they do that for the Rangers games. Yeah.
We were actually playing a game in Troop. Well, my son was, and I was watching, and a foul ball hit one of the light fixtures above the visitor stands. We had a nice shower of glass. And nothing at all against Troop. I mean, there's nothing they could do about it.
Right.
So it was just kind of an unfortunate deal that delayed the game for a little bit.
And a good pitch by Velasquez in there for a strike. So nobody on, 1 out. And that one's going to go over.
Pierce.
And Pierce.
Oh.
And do we call that what E do we call that
That
one?
one's going to be an E5. Anytime Here's my take on it. And I mean, Mr. Pierce, I played third base. I understand it. But if the ball bounces prior to the first baseman, if he picks it, he saved you.
Right.
If he misses it, it's
on you.
So, yeah, I'm giving an E5 on that one.
Vasquez on second. Sailor Wilcox heading up. He got struck out his last at bat. And a swinging first pitch, miss for a strike.
Yeah, he was planning on putting that one out there with his buddies in the bullpen.
Yeah, he wanted to follow up old A-Rod. And again, swinging for the fence.
Yeah, he just gotta hold just a little longer and keep that front shoulder in.
And he's going to hit that one over to shortstop. And that one's going to be in time for out number 2.
Good job by shortstop, Jaden E. I don't want to mess that up. But good job to look Ace Vasquez back and get the out.
Ben Reed back up. The Jet, as my wife calls him.
Two outs.
Vasquez still on second, 2 outs, yeah.
I was just looking up there at the scoreboard, all those twos.
I know, right? And that's going to be out for a ball. Vasquez with the pitch. That's going to be high for a ball.
Ooh, there it is. Sorry, I appreciate good pitching. I don't care what color jerseys they've got. And I am partial to maroon and white.
Yeah.
You know.
2-1 the count. A good hit out into left center field. That's going to go into the gap. And another one is going to come home. And we're going to have a play at third. Maybe, no, he's in there in time. It's going to put another run home.
Yeah,
Make it 7.
It looked like Duran out there in center just lost the ball because he stopped running and just was looking for it. Left field came over, Coreno came over and got the ball pretty quick, but with the speed of Reed, you know, that he's going to be on third.
And if we remember the other night in Nacogdoches, Whitehouse had a good top of the 7th on a 2-out rally and really put 8 runs on the board with 2 outs.
Yeah. How many outs we got?
Yeah,
Ooh,
2 outs. So they're not afraid of swinging when there's 2 outs on the board. So just a little pep talk for Velasquez. Making sure his mind stays with it after the home run by Rodriguez. And the triple for Ben Reed. JoJo Adams stepping in. He's had a base hit and a ground out in his first 2 at-bats. Here's Velasquez with the pitch. That's going to go in there for a strike. You kind of watch that one. I think he's getting timing maybe.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to call it. Here's the windup of the pitch from Velasquez. That one's going to go straight towards the shortstop. And a throw is in there. Kind of pulled him off. A little scary there for a minute, but
Had to do that push-up real quick,
Yeah.
make it look good.
But Garcia hung in there for out number 3. But 3 runs come across for the Wildcats, 7-0 after an A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez home run over the left field brings 2 in. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Malachi De Leon leading things off for the Lions.
Pitch was high for ball 1.
And that's a high fly ball over.
Caught in foul territory.
And that was caught. Out number 1. Good job. And I believe, was that Russell?
Yeah, first base.
Russell made it over there. So good job by Russell to get the first out.
Yeah, and it was a good pitch by Beaumont. He took him up the ladder just a little bit. He wasn't able to get on top of it. And good pop up to the infield.
DeMarcus Pierce now puts that on the outside as Beaumont couldn't quite. I think that was a late release on that curveball he was trying to do. And actually, if you watch, and this is interesting, watch Beaumont's release. He doesn't bring it back. He kind of shoves it.
He's got almost like that catcher release from the ear.
If you watch it, he's like, it's a shove. It's not a bring it all the way back. It's interesting. I like to watch how certain pitchers deliver their pitches. It's kind of interesting to watch. Here's the pitch. There, yeah, see how he kind of shoved that down? And I think it's when he does his curveball or his changeup, it kind of just, he shoves it in. Hey. Sit down. No, you're not. You're sitting down.
Big swing, runs the count full right now.
Leave that in there.
And a little up for Pierce. Ball 4. Pierce will go on down to first base. Brings up Corbin Pena. Pena, the right fielder for the Lions.
No, I'm working, buddy. No, do not touch anything. I'll let you sit.
Beaumont comes set, and the pitch. High and inside for ball 1. Beaumont back on the rubber. Pierce taking his lead at first. Ball 2. So Pena's working the count pretty well. Gonna make Beaumont bring it in to him just a little bit. Down and in. 3-0 the count now to the Lions right fielder. 1 out. 7-0 Wildcats. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks now. Brings up number 11, the shortstop, who had a couple of good plays last half inning. Jaden
And I think this is the first time that the Lions have had somebody in scoring position in this ball game, if I remember. And they got it caught in a rundown. And Pierce is going to be tagged out. And are they going to try to get another one?
Oh, he got caught sleeping.
And they're trying to say that it was time, but you can't really turn and do that. This isn't like softball where when you get it back to the circle, the play is dead.
Yeah, and the one thing is, if you're already walking off the base to take your lead, because he was already walking out from second towards third.
Right.
I mean, you assume the ball's been put in play.
Yeah, exactly. So now you have just a runner at first instead of having a guy in scoring position.
It's just frustrating. It's frustrating, I'm sure, for the Lions fans.
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
Good, healthy swing by Shandy. Just wasn't able to catch up to it.
And I'm going to give Wilcox credit. He tried to frame that ball, but it bounced.
Foul. Just caught, sounded like it just caught a seam of it, but good job by Chandy to hang in there. 2-2 with 2 outs.
And that's going to be out in center field. Goats is going to have it for out number 3. And the Wildcats come away. Did a good job of catching Pierce. First time the Lions had somebody in scoring position, and didn't last very long. So Wildcats are going to come at it in the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Hey, Jason, we got a new batter coming up. And, nope, we got a new batter. Who's the batter?
Yeah, he's a large individual named Price Bryan, number 27 for the Wildcats.
Mr. Price Bryan. I think he's batting designated hitter spot for Maddox Evans, isn't he?
Yes, he is batting in the 3-hole. Question will be is if he's just a pinch hitter or if he will. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, he is a massive individual.
Yes. I thought I heard the ball whimper just a little bit.
Let's just see how he's at. And Blasky is going to step off and see what the coach wants to do as he steps in.
Oh,
Swung on, and I got a little breeze over here.
yeah, and I mean, his arms are almost as big as my legs. So if he'd have connected with that one, it would have been loud.
Good hold off there. That kind of broke out on the outside for a ball, 1-1.
They said they're keeping Corgan as a pet. Here's the first one.
And the wind up.
That's going to be high for a ball.
He's got a potty outside.
A little shimmy there.
Fouled off. We're going to put two balls and 2 strikes. We're going to switch the baseballs here. After it went off the side over here. And
Yeah.
probably made a little bit of a dent being hit and hitting the wall. Here we go, 2-2 pitch. Oh, a little high. Trying to keep it away from him just a tad. Here's the pitch. And it's going to go down low for a walk. Music started playing there for a minute. I don't know if we were having praise and worship going on or what was happening.
I was wondering, usually, I guess we're getting
We got another batter.
number 4.
Number
That's
4.
I remember. That's Cook, Hunter Cook.
Yep. That's my buddy's son, Hunter Cook, coming in. And that's going to be high. Did you see what I saw? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm making sure.
It was a good frame. It was a good frame attempt.
Yeah, De Leon.
Man, I love watching catchers work.
They are the Academy Award winners of the baseball field.
Yes. If he'd have laid there much longer, they probably would have had a chalk outline.
Here's the pitch. Be a little outside
And bounced just
and in
away.
front. It was outside and in front. So 2 balls and no strikes. Just got attacked by a bug.
It's that time of year. Stepped off again.
Well, this time he didn't have to dive back to the base.
No, I think Price figured that out.
And another ball, 3-0. It's a possibility we may be getting a pitching change coming up close.
So, coach coming out to talk.
That's unusual to do it at the 3rd ball, but you usually don't.
I've seen them do it. It's not typical, but
You think they're going to do
I think they'll let him go, and then he's probably got the shortest leash there is right now. So either A, if he throws one more ball without a strike, he'll get pulled, or B, he'll be on a batter by batter. Just see how it works. But you got to give him a little leeway. I mean, the man shook off a line drive to the head body anywhere and has pitched another 6-8 batters since. So give him a little leeway.
And here we go. Hunter Cook at the plate. 3-0 pitch coming up. Here it goes, and going to be outside. Hunter Cook will take his walk down and take his place at first base. And now Jonathan Orr will step in.
Yeah, or singled last time, came around to score. I have a feeling coach is telling him he's probably going to take until he throws a strike.
Sorry, I went into dad mode for a second. Velasquez setting up. Here's the pitch. He's going to break down. And looked like he was going for a bunt there.
Yeah.
Was Orr, but I didn't know if they had a hit and run possibly trying to go or not.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to do this until he throws a strike.
That's going to be it.
And I imagine if he walks, or that'll be the last batter that Velasquez will face.
Oh, he's up to, what, about 70? How many pitches has he got?
75 is what's shown on the scoreboard.
Yeah. That was a good pitch, but a little outside for ball 3. Good hit left field. That's going to drop and go to the wall. No, good snag by Carino. And a run comes across. And that snag by Carino actually kept another run from coming in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, good piece of hitting by Orr. Got the stand-up double, but Carino playing that ball like he did saved at least one run.
So it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So we're going to take a really short break. While they do that, we'll be right back. You're watching NETSN. Don't go anywhere, guys.
It was about 7:30 in the morning, just like every other day. I was leaving Lindale, coming into Tyler on my way to work, and then the unexpected happened. My brother told me about Shane McGuire at the McGuire firm and how hard he fights for his clients. I met with Shane. He took care of me and my family and got me on the road to healing so I could get back to normal days with those who matter most.
I'm Shane McGuire from the McGuire firm. We're here for you.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Caleb Russell is going to stand in. Who's our pitcher, Jason?
It's going to be number 8, Joaquin Viramontes.
Viramontes' first pitch is going to go over the plate for a strike. Beautiful. Got a left-handed pitcher up now. And that's going to be just high around the chin area. For a ball. Now 1-1. 2 on and nobody out for the Wildcats here.
It looks like Viramontes is actually...
It's going to be a hit out into center field. Duran's going to have it, but a run is going to come in. It's going to be a sacrifice fly on the part of Russell. Go ahead. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was just saying it looks like Viramontes is actually going to be inserted in the 9 hole for Cordy Akins. Looked like Velasquez moved to second base.
Gotcha. So Alex Rodriguez heading up. He homered with a 2-run homer, his last at bat over the left field wall. But that was off of Velasquez, so he's got a new pitcher to go up against. One and oh. Here's the pitch. It's going to be high as well, so 2-0. You know that he's chomping at the bit to get another good pitch in there.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, you got a lefty pitcher, right-handed batter, traditionally, advantage pitcher.
And that's going to show center field. It looks like it may drop, and it is. It's going to drop in front of center fielder Duran. And so a base hit by Rodriguez.
And that'll close the book on Felipe Velasquez and his pitching. 10 runs out. You know, since I missed those first 4, I'm not exactly sure how many were earned, but 3 across so far this inning.
So here's the kicker. After this inning, as that one's going to go over the head of the shortstop into center field. Rodriguez is going to head over to the third base. And now we're going to have runners at the corners. But in the case of this one, if the Wildcats hold the Lions scoreless in the top of the 5th, the game is going to be over.
Yeah, that will definitely be a shorter game.
But a lot can happen, so we're not going to call that.
No, the last game.
Oh, yeah.
We called.
The last game we thought was going to be quick was not. And we don't ever let anything go or think that something's going to be different. No, that's not ever how it works in this business. Here's the pitch. That's going to go over to the shortstop way, and it's going to off his glove, and he still gets it. Little 4-6 put out, but a run does come in. Excuse me.
Brings us back to the top of the line. Number 10, Ben Reed.
So I've got a pinch runner coming in.
And I'm a little worried they didn't.
Or a courtesy, excuse me. I'm so used to A-Rod being behind plate.
They haven't given him the score on the board yet, so, but it did come in. We had a guy at the corners.
Yeah, that is Joshua Henry, number 16 for the Wildcats. Buzzed the tower just a little bit on Ben Reed.
And he gets back. I wonder if they missed the run that came in. It has happened when you're up there. You kind of, you're watching the game and you don't realize somebody came in.
Yeah, Rodriguez did cross home plate.
Yep. So our score is correct. The scoreboard is not. It's 11-0. It's 2-0, 1 on and 2 outs. That's going to go back for a strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Reed. 2-1 pitch to Reed, and that's going to bounce in. Good stop by De Leon. Malachi De Leon has done a really good job of keeping things in front of him all night. I hadn't really seen a past one yet. And that's a tough, left-handed pitchers are really good at picking people off over at first base.
Yes. I was waiting to see that one. Decent move by Miramontes.
And pop fly. Shortstop's going to go over and grab it. And that's going to be Akandi. Is going to get out number 3, but not, but not before 4 runs come across. And the Wildcats lead 11-0 going into the the top of the 5th. And we'll be back to see how the Wildcats hold up. Don't go anywhere.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Wildcats making a pitching change. Corbin Gallion now on the mound. I guess he's going to just come in and try to finish things off.
Sticking with the left side of the other pitching mound.
Yeah. Lefty for lefty. As we are now in the top of the 5th. Wildcats up 11-0. If the Wildcats hold the Lions to a no score here, and the game will be over.
So it looks like third base, number 19, Mason Johnson, comes in for Alex Rodriguez.
So they messed up the scoreboard, so they just added one at the bottom of the 5th. And I'll tell you, because I've worked that scoreboard before, that's a hard scoreboard to try to fix. It's hard to go backwards on that thing.
Yeah, once you've submitted an inning, it's almost impossible. At least the ones I've dealt with. That's when you usually see it preseason. You see the scoreboard black out.
Yep. Like
in the middle between innings, and stuff starts getting fixed.
I used to just take a picture of the scoreboard, black it out, turn it off, and reset it, and then. And sometimes you just have to do that.
Now batting for the Lions. Number 2, Marcus Carino.
So Carino, left fielder, going to lead things off. And a swing on and miss for strike 1. And I tell you what, Gallion got a little fire on that pitch. And in there again, that one called strike for strike 2.
You know, lefties usually are known to be a little more crafty, a little more just junk. A lefty with velo, that's kind of dangerous.
And got a little bit of a sidearm action. Not so much Dennis Eckersley, but more of a little, little bit of that side.
Yeah,
Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And now number 1. So the Wildcats 2 outs away from a W.
Yeah, I don't think Carino agreed with where those strikes were located. That third one was just, he was trying to cover what had already been called. So you've got to adjust to whatever the umpire's calling.
Yep. And that was in there for a strike.
So I will give him credit for, he made the adjustment, just wasn't able to catch up to it.
And here's the pitch. That's going to be bounced. Kind of bounced up and in. 1-1 to count, 1 out. Excuse me. Swing and a miss. A good swing by Velasquez. So now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Outside. Two-two pitch. Fouled off by Velasquez. I think that hit him in the elbow.
He's getting beat to death
He's getting
tonight.
beat up out there. I don't think that baseball likes him. But he's sticking with it. That's good. That's good on him. Two-two pitch. Swung and a miss. So 2 strikeouts in a row. And now the Wildcats 1 out away from the W. As Andre Duran.
W at the W. See what I did there?
I did. I did.
Da-da-da.
I left it alone.
I know.
Yeah. 2 dads making dad jokes is just too many.
Yeah, dub at the dub. Yeah, we just got to.
And that's a little bit behind on the swing. And here's the pitch. Another good swing. That's a heck of a swing by Duran. They're trying to catch up with it. They're just really behind.
Yeah, he's trying to swing faster, and in doing so, he's pulling way off the ball.
And he finally got that one, and a good hit out into right field. Just past JoJo Adams. And Adams a little upset he didn't get to it, but
he's upset he doesn't get to everything. That ball could be hitting the left field, and he would be upset he didn't get to it. He's a competitor, that's for sure.
And Duran just was he was behind on that one too, but it just kind of was a good behind, enough to get good solid connection.
Corey Aikens is back. He re-entered the game.
And runner's going to go, and almost got him. And I'm going to tell you, Aikens was kind of in the way a little bit, in my opinion. He stepped towards the plate, but he didn't move.
Yeah, he does. As long as he doesn't move, he's covered.
I got you.
It's even if you're trying to get out of the way, if you move and get in the way, that's interference.
I always thought you had to get away.
No, you just stand totally still.
Gotcha.
And that's the easiest way to avoid an interference call.
I got you. Runner's going to go.
Ooh, see, he kind of shuffled his feet a little bit there. Great jump over there by Duran.
So Gallion needs to just kind of calm down a little bit. And that one's going to be low for ball 3. So 3-1 is now the count. With a runner on third. They got 1 run to toy with a little bit.
Yeah, they're still chasing 2, so.
And they're going to bunt that one and try. And went for out number 3. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, that's going to end the ball game, and the Wildcats win it 11-0 over the Tyler. Did you give them a score on that? Because I didn't think No, I didn't think so either. I was just going to make sure. 11-0 is your final. Wildcats take the win. They got back-to-back wins this week, Tuesday and today, although today was a little bit better than the one on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They didn't have to fight as bad.
It's better on blood pressure for everybody.
But good game, and proud of the Wildcats. Good job for them. Well, for Jason, myself, and all of NETSN, we're going to go ahead and call it and end the ball game. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on NETSN for the Wildcat Baseball. Have a good one, everybody.